Hey guys, just want to let you know before the video starts, my documentary, Unicorn Town, comes out in the USA on this Friday, August 19th, on all platforms to rent and purchase movies. Please consider renting or buying it, as it's something I've worked so hard on and I'm incredibly proud and can't wait for everyone to see it. And if you're outside the United States, I'm sure the use of a VPN would get you around those pesky digital internet borders. Now, on to the video. There are travel destinations all over Europe that are well known to Americans. Go to certain places during primetime tourist season and you might think you're in the United States. But we recently visited a destination that seems to be relatively unknown to Americans. And while we were there, I didn't hear that distinct American accent one single time. Now, Lake Como, a huge alpine lake in northern Italy, is quite famous to Americans. Maybe it's because George Clooney bought a house there, or some famous movies were shot on location there. But either way, it's certainly a dream travel destination for many Americans, and was actually the first vacation I took once I moved to Europe in 2016. But 265 kilometers to the east lies a lake equally as incredible. One that does not seem to carry the same weight as Como amongst American travelers, but one that you could argue offers an even more fulfilling visit. The beautiful Lake Garda, or Garda Sea, which is where this video takes place. In the coming minutes, I will take you on a journey of history, beauty, sweat, indulgence, and of course, this being Italy, fashion. After a quick 7-hour drive from Schwäbisch Hall, we arrived in the area. One good night's sleep later, and we were ready for a hike.
We are hiking up to a place on this cliffside hike in Lake Garda. It is 10:30 a.m. and we already have 7,200 steps. This is the start of a good day. We made it up here to the top, and of course I lost my shirt on the way. Classic American hiking style, but look at that view. This is Italian sauna fashion right here. And I'm really excited because there's a sign on the sauna that said, "No Germans, you can't get naked. This is a normal sauna." Just hit the sauna here at the hotel. It was absolutely lovely. I'm catching a little evening vibes. It's like 5 p.m. We ended up walking like 21,000 steps today on that hike, and we are soon gonna go get aperitivo before dinner. Very Italian.
Now, the scenes of aperitivo and dinner will of course come, but I first need to show you the images of a beautiful town we visited the following morning, Malcesine.
Okay, we drove about 30 minutes to this little town on the coast called Malcesine, and it is quite lovely, cute little town.
We explored the town a bit and recharged with a coffee.
Stopped at this little cafe. Nice little cafe Americano, chilling under some leaves.
By the way, if you're not following me on Instagram, guys, you are missing out on must-see content, such as this.
This little town is one of the coolest places that I have ever seen.
We then headed up the hill towards the castle, and on the way we saw some happy newlyweds who married in style in the tiny Italian village. We pushed on towards the castle fortress, which dates back to the last centuries of the first millennia, BC. The castle has a long history of being destroyed, rebuilt, and changing possession between the Austrians, French, and Italians.
Back in the day, in order to get into a castle like this, you'd have to storm it with a bunch of warriors. But today, we just paid €6 and we got right in.
But what really caught my attention was the sight of a familiar face at the castle.
Old German greatness right here, old man Goethe.
Goethe had visited Malcesine in 1786, during his famous Italian journey between 1786 and 1788. Now, according to his diary, while at the Malcesine Castle Forest, he sat down on a rock and started to sketch the castle. Not long after that, a guard confronted him and accused him of being an Austrian spy, an interaction that led to the guard ripping his sketch in half. 236 years later, and one no longer needs to draw something in order to capture it. We have drones.
This bell from 1442. Whoa.
Next on our list of daytime activities was the little town of Arko, simply a couple-minute drive away from the lake. Arko is home to countless rock climbing locations and is known as the climbing capital of Italy.
Okay, this morning we are in Arko, which is a very climby, vertical sport village. Lots of climbing stuff here. Excuse me, miss, please don't sneeze while I am trying to vlog. You're disturbing the video. Thank you. Cool thing they have here in Arko is these old pictures on like different corners that show the town years ago, like from the 1800s, and then it looks the exact same as today. We tried to recreate some of the photos. Did you get it?
Now, rock climbing is not in my wheelhouse just yet, so instead we walked our way up to the Arko Castle.
Okay, we made it to the top of the castle, and sweat levels are pretty high. I'd say nearing maximum sweat levels, which is good. And we have gotten 5,157 steps so far.
After conquering yet another castle, it was time to step up my fashion game.
I have been on a mission to get myself a fanny pack for the last few months, and we're trying some on right now, and Laura is pretty embarrassed by how I look. She doesn't like it. She's a hater of my fanny pack. But look how cool I look.
It doesn't look so bad.
Okay, so you have it like this. You can put in my camera stuff, or I could put it down here, or to really hide it, like this.
He's 60 years old.
Yeah, because 60-year-olds are smart and they know how to carry stuff around. So I'm going to get this for myself.
Okay.
One can never be unstylish while wearing such an accessory.
Man, that fanny pack is sure looking good. What do you think about that? Pretty fashionable.
And now for the most important part of any journey to Italy, the food. A chapter I like to call Indulgence in Italy. A great thing in Italy is the tradition of aperitivo, a pre-dinner drink that comes with some light finger food snacks to really get you in the mood for gluttonous indulgence, which it certainly did. Over the course of the 4 days in Lake Garda, I felt as if I was the only American there. Plenty of Germans, that's for sure, but somehow it still seems to be quite a well-kept secret from my fellow countrymen. I'm glad I got to enjoy it. Thanks for watching.